FC Barcelona are once again at the heart of major headlines as the January transfer window heats up and tensions rise ahead of the Catalan derby. In today's video, we break down Barcelona's decision to rule out a move for João Cancelo, why a new centre-back is now the top priority for Hansi Flick, and the latest developments surrounding a potential move for Manchester City defender Nathan Aké. We'll also revisit a stunning revelation about Pedri and how Real Madrid once passed on the Barcelona superstar, plus explosive comments from an Espanyol player that have added extra fire to an already high-risk derby clash. Stay with us as we unpack all the latest Barcelona news you need to know right now. Barcelona rule out move for 31-year-old star, prioritized centre-back signing in January. According to Carlos Monfort of Sport, Barcelona have all but ruled out a move for João Cancelo in January, with the search for a centre-back now considered the priority. Barcelona explored the option after learning, through Jorge Mendes, that the player has no intention of continuing at Al Hilal and that his priority is to return to Europe. Salary concerns, no consensus. However, the main obstacle remains the high salary the 31-year-old Portuguese fullback earns in Saudi Arabia, a figure that is well beyond the club's current financial capacity. Cancelo earns around €15 million net per season, a salary that Barcelona cannot afford. Even if his club were to cover a significant part of his wages, the deal would still be extremely complex, as the portion Barca would need to pay would remain very high. At the meeting between Cancelo's agent and Joan Laporta earlier this week, Cancelo's situation was discussed informally. The conclusion was that there is no total consensus within the club about the suitability of the move. Centre-back a priority. Moreover, Barcelona are clear that the main priority in the transfer market is to strengthen the central defense. The Blaugrana sporting management is working with a very defined profile in mind. A centre-back, preferably left-footed, with good ball-playing ability, strong in the air and considered a reliable option rather than a risky signing. Hansi Flick was clear in his press conference when he stated that he wants a dependable defender, aware that such a player would be expected to play from the outset. So, it will be interesting to see who Barcelona decide to go after in the coming weeks to strengthen their backline. As for Cancelo, a move back to another of his former club, Inter Milan, seems the likeliest outcome. Barcelona are hoping to have a clearer picture after the Spanish Super Cup on whether a move for Manchester City defender Nathan Aké is realistic. The Dutch centre-back is one of the profiles the club rate highly as they look to strengthen their defence in January, but for now, there is still uncertainty over whether a deal can actually be completed. Hansi Flick has already confirmed that Barcelona intend to be active in the winter transfer window and is confident the club can make a signing despite their financial restrictions. Although Barca are still above La Liga's salary cap, they could rely on the emergency injury rule after Andreas Christensen's long-term setback, which would allow them to use up to 80% of his salary space, as long as the additional wages are accounted for in next season's budget. Barcelona hope for Nathan Aké clarity after Spanish Super Cup. According to MD, Barcelona hope to have clarity on whether Aké could be that signing after the Spanish Super Cup, with the final taking place next Sunday. There are significant obstacles to a deal. Manchester City are willing to let him go, but are seeking a permanent move. Meanwhile, Aké also has a high salary, which may well require him to take a wage cut in order to fit Barcelona's budget. The Catalan Daily point out that City do not do discounts, but it appears Aké is willing to move to Barcelona, and the player will be decisive in whatever decision is taken. Barcelona's deadline for Christensen decision. It should be noted that Barcelona will have to make a call on whether to activate the injury clause in theory before Aké's decision, with their period to do so expiring on the 9th of January, and the Super Cup final on the 11th. However, with Flick now making it public that Barcelona are seeking a signing, it seems likely that the Blaugrana will make use of the rule in order to do so, whether it is for Aké or not. Former Las Palmas coach reveals why Real Madrid turned down Barcelona superstar. Pepe Mel has recently raised some eyebrows after making a striking claim surrounding Barcelona superstar Pedri. The Spanish international, who is considered one of the best midfielders on the planet, worked with Mel during their time together at Las Palmas. Mel in fact had played a key role in Pedri's initial rise to prominence, with the Spaniard notably playing 37 competitive matches under the coach. Mel's stunning claim on Pedri and Real Madrid. While Pedri eventually joined Barcelona, Mel, in a recent interview with Radio Estadio Noche, Hat Tip Sport, has revealed that the former Las Palmas star was being monitored by Real Madrid as well. Mel further revealed that he even had a chat with Real Madrid chairman and club legend Emilio Butragueño. Real Madrid even monitored him, Mel said, before revealing that Real Madrid ultimately did not consider signing Pedri was he was not considered, not a player for Real Madrid. Essentially, Los Blancos dropped the opportunity to sign Pedri as he was not considered Real Madrid material. It must be noted that this happened before the Spaniard became a star sensation, especially after joining Barcelona. The Spaniard signed for the Catalans in 2019, and arrived at the club a year later. The rest, as they say, is history, with the midfielder now being considered as one of the best in the world. At just 23, Pedri has also racked up 221 competitive matches for Barcelona, even beating Lionel Messi's record recently by becoming the youngest player to feature in 150 La Liga matches for the club. Mel, meanwhile, is currently embarking on a new adventure, having been appointed as the head coach of Moroccan outfit Ittihad Tanger. Espanyol star fuels the fire ahead of Barcelona clash. I would step on Lamine Yamal. The build-up to the Catalan derby has taken a sharper edge after comments made by Espanyol winger pair Milla brought fresh controversy into an already high-risk fixture. This derby arrives under unusual circumstances. Barcelona sit at the top of the table, but Espanyol are enjoying one of their best runs in recent years. In the build-up, Milla found himself at the center of attention after appearing on a comedy program titled Perico que Vola. The atmosphere was lighthearted, but one moment in particular has since taken on greater significance. What's the story? During the show, a member of the audience was handed the microphone and posed a provocative question to the Espanyol winger, asking him who he would rather step on between João Garcia and Lamine Yamal. After pausing briefly, Milla delivered his response, which was met with laughter and applause inside the studio. I think Lamine, he said. With the derby approaching, even remarks framed as jokes are now being viewed through a more serious lens, particularly given the tension surrounding the fixture. The program itself pushed boundaries further. During the same show, the hosts invited Milla to take shots at a cardboard cutout of João Garcia. The game awarded the highest score for hitting the cutout's head. Saturday's game at the RCD Stadium has already been classified as high risk, prompting additional security protocols. Among the measures confirmed is the installation of safety nets behind both goals, aimed at protecting João Garcia during the encounter. In parallel, a strong warning has been issued this week, reminding supporters that any actions threatening safety or public order could lead to heavy penalties. Fans and members have been informed that fines could range from €150 to as much as €650,000, underlining just how seriously the situation is being treated. So there you have it. Barcelona are balancing tough financial realities with big sporting ambitions this January. With Cancelo effectively ruled out, the focus firmly shifts to strengthening the center of defense, while the Nathan Aké situation could define Barca's winter window. Off the pitch, revelations about Pedri's past and rising derby tensions involving Lamine Yamal only add more drama to an already intense week for the club. As always, we'll keep you updated with every major development surrounding Barcelona's transfers, squad decisions and key matches. Make sure to like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any breaking Barca news.